Hello and welcome back to Transport Figure 2, or also called the line statistics or the Excel spreadsheet. Well, not really, but here you have the spreadsheet of the lines that we currently got. And as you see, all are pretty much profitable. The Falköping to Backeran is not quite, but it is. It just needs a little bit of a better train. It would definitely be good for it. And that is maybe one of the things that we will do in this episode, because we have run forward a bit here in the game around half a year or a little bit more, which is the least that we have done between episodes so far. We do still have around, let's see here, well, we have 6 million to play around with. We only have 4 million left in loan, so we have moved up fastest ever so far here for the last few periods. And we can also see here on the charts the company value skyrocketing away. And since we started supplying here a little bit of machines, we also see that we have a really high exponential growth of population. And as you see, the first number there is the base number, I believe, of 1868. How much was it when we started? 1850. Yes, so haven't happened much due to that, but rather to us extending the network and everything like that. So up to 2,500 in population for the whole map now. So that's decent. So Junosano is growing steadily here with target. Well, 136 residents at the moment, and we are supplying around 50% of the goods or machines that they need. I think we are about running this. Well, this is not running all the time, so we could be good with more a faster supply of machines. Well, plastic, no steel. Steel it is what we need. So having better trains on here would do a lot for us. Or have 2 trains on each direction here could also be a way to do it. Then this track here would be even more busy, and that would be quite interesting, I guess. But then we need to double this one up as well, because this is running pretty much full all the time now. So it was just about making a profit here for a long time. Now it's making quite a decent profit. The steel delivery run, but it's not great, of course. But yeah, we really need to up the throughput there to get even more from it. But that's not really likely to happen here in this episode. Speaking of what is likely to happen though, what are our food production running? Food production, you are running... What train are you actually running? Manage vehicle, you are running whatever train that is. A Russian class T type 1. So you're running this one, which got 140 kilowatts of power and tractive effort of 30k Newton. So how much better is you, for example? 90. So you're actually quite a lot better. So if we were to replace you, and add, and we got 3 boxcars, and what more? 6 something else. 6 gondola. So boxcar, and they all do 50. That's all right, I guess. Boxcar 50, and this one is the longest. And we would think that we are running these ones. So if we were to do 3, but we don't really, we want to do more. So let's do 4. and 8 of the gondola. And that should be that gondola, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, we're still at mediocre. And actually pretty darn fast. So I kind of want 1 more, 2 more. That's, I mean, it's all right, but it's not great. One 20 second or 1 kilometers. I don't think that's long enough. Well, I don't think the track it's running is long enough that we really want it, and it do have some uphill for sure. So let's actually get that in. So the first thing will pretty much blow us out of the money. So we'll replace that for 2.7 million. That means we got 3 million left to play around with. But that should mean that we will be able to get food in faster here to our landing point, and that should mean that we can get more delivered into Serna, which should mean that we can get Serna to grow even more, which is always helpful. And Serna June, you are full. We have a lot of people waiting here in Big Dio. Sort of, I think we have we are having better throughput here in Junosando, of course, so we could argue to make this double track also maybe and run 2 trains on this service. We did up this vehicle last time around, and it have boosted its profit quite a lot. At least its peak, so it's running in a lot more peak-wise, so to say, per year. And let's remove that. So we'll speed this up a little bit, just to see if we can't. Actually, let's see here. How fast is this train moving that we replaced? So it's almost running at top speed here, but it doesn't really get up to top speed ever from the starter. So yeah, hitting it just seconds before entering the platform or the station. But yeah, a very steady profit earner here. But hopefully this will be even better coming forward here. Train 2. So it should be able to do 1 more run. But we are filling up here. Yeah, we are filling up here. So we can take a full load down, and then it will take a little bit of time to bed in. But we are, as you see, building back cash here very fast. So we're back to have 5.5 million to play around with. So actually that last quarter we made a crazy profit in Railroad. We almost offset that 2.7 million that we did in replacing that train. So that's just crazy actually. So what chart is it we want to see? Balance, yeah, this one. So our company value is skyrocketing as said. We should, sorry for that bang, we should be able to see new trains pretty soon also, I think. Food distribution there is alright. The Serna Circle is maybe something that we need to have a look on here. Let's actually bring that up. Circle Cerna, manage vehicles. So 8 vehicles. Let's replace them all. With stagecoaches, just, well, it really doesn't matter actually. We'll skip that. We'll just add in 2 more stagecoaches there. We'll add 2. We'll put them on Circle Cerna. How are we doing in Backe? Backe could certainly use some sort of connection to anything more. Just anything more than we're currently doing. So we could start on our line to Malmö, because a line to Malmö from Backe is certainly something we want to do. We could have it connect to Bygdeå. Just so the people traveling on the Bygdeå line could have a direct line to Backe. Don't know how profitable that would be though, but we could have it Backe, Malmö, Bygdeå, Timrå is actually a decent line. And we're sort of already connected to all of that. One of the trouble is, of course, though, coming into Bygdeå, but then it would have to be a terminal kind of solution for that, but that's all right. I think that might be our next move here. Not too sure what move to do next year, as you see. A little bit, I wouldn't say confused, but up against the fence, of sort of. So 40 waiting there, and you should be heading, yeah. And you should be heading full, yes. You are, and you have a bit waiting there. One more load, that's perfect. And Junasanda have shrunk a little bit, but that's all right. One thing we could do also is, of course, connect to Hammarstrand. Hammarstrand is not that big. It looked like it was bigger. So Timrå is actually bigger. So what do we actually have here that is decent? I think Brunflo is decent size. Hjortkvarn is really small, and Jukkasjärvi is even more small. Halmstad is pretty darn big. Storbacken is pretty darn small. And here we have run on the other side. So yeah, I think run into Malmö. We were saying Malmö all the way up to Brunflo, like an express train there. That could be interesting. So I think we'll leave that for that later. And also moving up towards Gränna and then Båstad would be interesting for Backe. I guess we could move that further down, maybe, yeah, to Snesudden, which is really big city actually. I'm sorry for the camera work and it being a little bit choppy. So do you actually carry a full load? No, you're still carrying 21 only. So you should be producing more here. You should have, yeah, you still have 10 stored. So you will be doing 22, you won't be doing 23, 26. And it should be going a little bit faster. So we don't have anything waiting there when that unloads, so that means it's at pretty good shape in that term at least. So what we could do, of course, is also Falköping, Junosjärvi, yeah. So I kind of want to do like one main passage with the train, and then have some branch off from it, and maybe some crossing or joining in it. So kind of want to extend that line first. We have done this cross-country sort of connection here. So I feel like we should do Junosando to wherever we are aiming at ending up. And I think that is Brunflo, and I think we should hit at least Hammarstrand before, and maybe Djurgården as well. So I guess that's our next target here, to get this up to Hammarstrand, and I think that will be a little bit of a challenge here maybe. So we'll borrow 1 million to start with, and as we are starting to build this, remember to smash that like button. It's very much appreciated, and also if you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button to be really sure to not miss out on any of the content that we post pretty much daily here on the channel, with the Transport Fever being one of the games that we do play frequently. So I don't really like to have this tighter than maxing it out at 120, but I feel like we want to go on that side, so we will do something like that. And then of course we have the trouble there with our goods line being here at the same place, and I don't know quite what to do with it actually. So we'll bring it up to there. Now the question is, will we just do something really stupid? But I think we will do that, because I'm kind of interested in knowing how that will work, how poor or bad it will work. Because, well, I haven't seen like one of the YouTubers that I follow quite closely playing just this game. For example, Colonel Fanger. Sorry for stumbling so much on your name there, Colonel, if I say so. Yeah, so is that tunnel in the correct place? I guess it is. Where are we putting the station? Well, we are putting the station here on the left-hand side, or are we? Yeah, we are. So that's not really the angle that we want to do it. It costs so much more, but oh well. So let's see here. Let's just get this in first before we are continuing what I was saying. So I think that will work. Yeah, 1 million, cold million for that tunnel. Well, it sure looks pretty epic, I would say. Yeah. And it's flat. Yeah, so as I said, he doesn't really do crossovers or level crossings, even for just road. But I haven't seen him doing this. That might cause mayhem. And yeah, it might do that for sure. We'll definitely set signals up here, and they shouldn't be one way. Let's see here. No, you're not one way, but you're on both sides here. And now, if we're setting that up, this is going to be too long, so it really needs to be 2 tracks all the way, pretty much, or on some passing place. So that is also something we need to set up, and yeah, a lot to do and so little time. And also we're going to hit a new year here very shortly, and that might bring us some new vehicles that we could delete. That's good, without any cost, and then we'll pause it there to get in a station. We'll do like that, 160. Do we need more than one platform? I don't really think so, or track. We do, but for now we are going to hit, I think we're going to hit Jutquarn as we are entering here. It's only logical. We are probably not going really any place, maybe one place. So I think we'll do 2 tracks. That should be more than enough. We are going to do just smack it in here, straight at this end of the road piece, so to say. There we go. It's placed, so there. That is where we'll stick it. And how much do we got? Now, a little bit. So, not super bad, but oh boy, it's one of those things. Sorry, getting a little bit wild there, or not used to the camera 100% yet. So that should be alright, and we are definitely heading in on the rightmost track. Yeah, so that's alright. And that means we should add in a bus stop now, or so what are we doing? Street modification? No. Urban country? No. We are doing buildings. We are doing a bus/tram station. We are doing a large one, just as close as we can to the how is this not straight? It looks super straight. Oh well. We'll just get it in. No, it's not. There we go. Collision. What are you colliding with? Oh well. Like that. We'll do another bus tram stop. So what do we need to hit? So actually pretty much got all residential covered, I would think. So we will add in there, and we'll do a little bit of a street connection like that, but not the smallest one. We'll do medium street, as that is what this is in the town already. Now, how come, yeah, a little bit of slowness there or something. Yeah, I said pretty much hitting all residential there with that station, so that's fine. And unfortunately, we do need to put in another vehicle depot here. Well, I don't know if we need to, but we will. For now, we'll put it kind of towards the oil here. We'll set up a circle run for that. We'll also set up the speed here a little bit. So we'll go hammer, circle, hammer, circle, hum. Like that. Yeah. I guess we'll need to loan a little bit. Let's have stagecoaches. Let's do 2. Have that on circle ham. We should have that in capital letters, I think. So let's change that. Like so, and we are just about to hit the new year, so that will be interesting. We'll pay back the loan to not pay extra interest, and then we'll correct the line here to come all the way to Hammarstrand, and then we need to really think about adding in another train and or extending something. So 4 new vehicles. So we got faster circle things, and we got faster cargo things also. So that's 2 things we need to change a little bit on some places at least. So we got some disappearing here. So this line, we'll manage vehicles here. So we'll do that for, well, everyone here. We'll replace. You're currently, what are you currently? You are this one, I think. Asian horse cars, well, Asian. So we'll do the European, what will it would do? We'll do the European covered horse-drawn carriage, which goes a little bit faster, 10% or just thereabouts. So we'll replace all of them. Yeah, if we just borrow a bit more money. So we'll replace that, so 10% faster, and were they more, yeah, and 20% more capacity. That should be more than enough to get more food into Särna. And for the circle line, we'll do something similar. Manage vehicles, select everything. And we'll replace the stagecoaches with the... No, we will not, because it's actually slower, but it's got more capacity, so... No, we will not do that just yet. What we will do is repay a bit of loan and change the setup here for the line. The line. You know what line I'm talking about, right, guys? Which line is it? I don't even know. It's there to Junosando. You are adding, I'll stop here, Junosando. After that, add station. We are going up to Hammarstrand. Sidings. Add station to Junosando. There we go. We'll rename it to Hammar. Oh, sorry. Sir. Ham. Like that. Now that's a very long line that we're going to have trouble with without putting in more trains. For sure. And Särna should have more connections now. We're lacking in food delivery, but we should be able to have that do better. 24 kilometers per hour. So you are doing, yeah, you're doing quite a bit more in profit than last year, so you are able to do more. So that's good, at least. And let's see here. So we are going to do, where do we think this? So basically between Bygdeå and Junosando is where all the meetings should be, I guess. So if we're going to do 2 tracks or 2 trains on this line, which we are, why a construction not possible? Oh, Jesus Christ. I guess we've been through this already, but this is what we'll do. We'll just demolish this one. We'll just place in the track. So there we go. That level crossing looks a lot better now also, which is nice. We'll get in there. We'll borrow a bit of money. Let's see here. We'll get in with that. And pretty much all the way to here. Well, I guess we'll connect all the way to there, since we do have the second track on that side. And we are... Should we set that up? So we are passing 2 times here. I guess we should set that up. And we should sort of be doing it the other way around, but we will do it actually like this. This is really stupid, but we'll do it like this. We'll do it like this, and we'll not double track it here for that part. So that's really not beautiful at all, but that's all right, and you will slip in straight away there. What will we do? Will we do one ways? Yeah, we will. So one way, and then we can have one signal there. And this is also not the most beautiful, especially when we're doing like that. It's kind of spaced, I would say. It's one word to use, which we did just use. So do we have? Yeah, we have for that, and we'll actually not space these out now because they are at good places, so to say. And we'll do just before the station, like that. Now we'll just bring up the line manager here. So big deal, 2, 1. Here we have something. Big deal, Junosando. So you're coming into 2 on big deal the first time. Yeah, that's correct. And Junosando next time here. You're coming in on 1. That's also correct. But it doesn't seem... Yeah, exactly. So you're actually not supposed to. You're coming in on 3. And you're coming in on 2. There we go. Everything looks correct now. Yep, looks correct. So we just need to add another train to that line then. How are Junosanda doing? How are we doing here? 60%, so that's good. Small one here, yeah. And how much do we have waiting? 14. Not that great, but it's all right. And where do we have our train here? So we have train 3 here, chugging along. Actually taking up quite well there. So we might not need it, but I think we are sort of needing it. At least I have prepared for it now, so that's good. So I think we'll leave it as a little bit of a cliffhanger. How are we not getting in more food to Särna? We don't have any more food disappearing from there. We're transporting 56%. Do we have a chart on that? Produce, shipped. Well, we haven't shipped 200% of it. I can't think that we have. No, it's disappearing, so we haven't done that. Stored 34 shards. So production is up here. So that's good. Oh well, yeah, I said we'll leave it as a little bit of a cliffhanger to next episode if we are going to add in another train or not to the Särna Hammarstrand run or line. Hammarstrand line, like we now have extended to and done some upgrading in this episode. So with that said, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time here on the channel. Bye bye. You have been watching RawSlowGaming, and I hope you have enjoyed. On clicking on the video on the left, you will see the next video in this series, and on the right our latest upload to the channel. And with that said, thank you again for watching.